Guys, please check your audio and video settings, please, everyone. Please check your audio and video settings, please, everyone. Any newcomers are there, guys? What's your batch code? NTSP BMS 716, right? Spring Core module. March 30th. March 30th. Tell me, what is this? Creating IOC container. Oh, I'm trying to open the document. Fine, no problem. Open it. Go for a new one. Yes, boss. The Spring Core module, IOC container and setter injection. Okay. Newcomers, nothing to panic. You can happily continue in this batch, but make sure that by this weekend you have completed all these 8 videos. By this weekend, make sure that you are going to complete all these videos. Then you can continue in this batch. That's the only condition. Everything is given there. Everything is given there. Don't worry, at the end of the session, I'll spend a few minutes for you people to give more inputs about the course. If you watch the videos, you will get every information. But at the end of the session also, I'll spend few minutes for you. Now, listen carefully. Creating IOC container. Okay, tell me, IOC container is lightweight container, heavyweight container? According to yesterday's discussion, please respond. Lightweight. How can you say lightweight, guys? By just creating object for a predefined class. We can keep IOC container ready in our Java application or not? Say something, boss. One line statement. In fact, we can make it as one line statement. Right now, boss? Okay, Servlet JSP containers are heavyweight containers or lightweight containers? Heavyweight containers. Right now, boss? Because we need heavyweight web server and application server software installation in order to create these heavyweight containers. Are you comfortable or not? In Spring, the IOC container is required for Spring Bean lifecycle management and for dependency management. Spring gives us IOC containers. Spring gives us IOC container. Bean Factory IOC container, guys. Other one is application context IOC container. This Bean Factory IOC container. Other one is what? Application context IOC container. Okay, guys. Tell me, application context IOC container is what? Extension of Bean Factory IOC container or not? Say something, my dear. Okay, I'm just application context IOC container. is equal to Bean Factory IOC container plus plus. Bean Factory IOC container plus plus. Plus plus means what? In application context IOC container, we can enjoy all the features of Bean Factory container. Right now, boss? Super. Okay. The Springs IOC containers are what containers? Lightweight containers. Right now, boss? Are you understanding my statement, guys? Lightweight containers. Today, don't worry about difference between Bean Factory and application context. Okay, once we settled in the subject, after using these containers regularly, I will give 10 differences between Bean Factory and application context container. Today, don't worry. Just remember, Bean Factory is the basic container. Application context is the advanced container. Right now, boss? Lightweight container. Because we can create these containers in any kind of Java application. Any kind of Java application by just creating object for the Spring API supplied predefined classes. Object for one of the Spring API supplied predefined classes. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Okay, now I'm coming to the new point. To create Bean Factory IOC container, create object for a Java class that implements Bean Factory interface. Create object for Java class that implements Bean Factory interface. Are you listening my statement, guys? Okay, guys. Now, Bean Factory is a predefined interface, guys. Okay. What's the beauty of Java APIs? Any Java APIs, you type the name of the class and below that API. Beside that API, boss, you will get documentation. You will get documentation support. Especially when you don't want to remember the package name, guys, this is very, very useful. Yeah, see, implementing that one, so many classes are there. Implementing that interface, so many classes are there. Okay, take 1-2 smart classes out of this and create object for it. You are ready. Even though these many are there, guys, most regularly used class is XML web application context. XML web application context. This is most regularly used. Or default listable Bean Factory. Where is this? Default listable Bean Factory. D somewhere will be there. Check it out. Default listable Bean Factory. Third line, huh? Okay. Default listable Bean Factory. These two are regularly used classes. But are we going to spend time on Bean Factory container? What is industry standard IOC container, guys? What is industry standard IOC container? Application context. No one uses Bean Factory container. Everyone in the industry prefers what, guys? Application context container only. Right now, boss? Okay. To create Bean Factory IOC container. Okay. We need to create object for the Java class that implements what, guys? Bean factory interface. I for interface, boss. In my classroom, besides anything, if I write I, that is interface. Bean factory interface. Directly or indirect. Directly or indirect. Suparna was okay. Yeah, classes implementing Bean factory interface are classes implementing Bean factory interfaces are. Can I cut? Okay, can I give list of these classes, guys? I don't see this count, guys. Some of the classes, listen, some of the classes represents application context also. Why? Because application context container is extension of what? Bean factory container, na boss. Extension of Bean factory container, right now, boss? In this one, okay. Important classes are how many, guys? Two. Important classes are how many, guys? Two. Where is that? Where is that? Default listable Bean factory. I'll give those statements also. Don't worry. Most more preferred classes to create Bean factory IOC container. Preferred classes. Are you understanding my statement? Bean factory IOC container R. What are these, guys? What are those? XML application context, guys. XML web application context. Say paste. This is number one. XML web application context. Super. Next, what's the next one? Default listable Bean factory. I think lastly it is there. Default listable Bean factory. Yeah, the remaining is package names, org.springframework.beans.factory.support. Package name. This is the class name. This is the class name. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. Okay. Note. Industry standard IOC container is in factory IOC container. Sorry, application context IOC container. What is that, guys? Application context IOC container. That's why we need not to worry about how to create a Bean factory IOC container, how to use Bean factory IOC container. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Come on. One package contains a lot of classes, Rabal. You cannot say every class of that package will do the same thing. If all classes of one package doing the same thing, what is need of multiple classes? You common sense, boss. For example, java.util package contains collections, but can you say every class is collection there? Can you say every class is collection there? Yeah. Everyone understanding my statement? Super. Mr. Pradhan, things will come one by one. Things will come one by one. ORG means organization. Organization. Okay, boss. Yes. What is industry standard IOC container? Application context IOC container. So shall we focus? Okay, guys. Shall we focus, guys? Yeah. A Bean factory container can is not industry standard IOC container because it has got less features, boss. Except injection, it cannot do anything. But application context container can do injection activities and many other advanced activities. Like internationalization. What do you mean by internationalization? We can change the labels according to the country or language we choose. Suppose Amazon.com. Okay, before entering into website, I have chosen my language as a Hindi. All the messages will come in Hindi, boss. Hey, you want to feel internationalization? 1 minute, I'll make you to feel it. You take google.com. Okay, suppose I have chosen Telugu here. Presentation is changing in Telugu na, boss. నేను అదృష్టశాలి ఈ భాషల్లో అందుబాటులో ఉంది. Everything is coming in Telugu, right? And moreover, in this menu also items are coming in Telugu. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Some item names are coming in Telugu. Right. You choose Hindi. Aaj meri kismat achhi hai. Yes, na, boss? Okay, here also. What is that? Khata. Khos. Okay, some K. Some information is coming or not there. So is it not internationalization? Is it not internationalization? So do you think that internationalization is possible in bean factory container? No. Where it is possible? Only with application context container, internationalization is possible. Like this, many other features are there that are possible only with what? Application context container. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Okay. Both bean factory and application context containers support dependency management. All modes of dependency management. But the application context container gives some additional features. Like, okay, like support for annotation driven configuration. What do you mean by configuration, guys? We can do instruction to IOC container using annotation. In Bean Factory, not possible, Rababu. In Bean Factory, not possible. Support for annotation driven configurations. Okay. What is that? I-18N. I-18N. What is that? Internationalization. 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 And etc. I'm not giving like this. Like this, another five, 6 features are there. Today, you don't worry about it. I'm just creating a situation. Why should we learn application context container? Understanding my statement. We will discuss all these additional features more exclusively later. Support for annotation-driven configuration, internationalization. The word internationalization is having 20 letters. In shortcut, it will be written as I-18 letters N. I-18 letters N. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. What internationalization will do, guys? Makes our application working for different locales. Locales means Languages plus countries. Languages plus countries. Just now I have shown na. If I choose Telugu, entire presentation is change it to Telugu. If I choose Hindi, entire presentation is change it to Hindi. If I choose some other language, the entire presentation will change to some other language. Indirectly, globalization is happening or not? Internationalization is making our application supporting globalization. Yes, na boss? The people who knows English can operate my application. The people who don't know English also can operate my application. It's something like, are you understanding my statement? No doubt application context container is better. Spandana, can you concentrate on the classes? I have given clear-cut statement. Industry standard IOC container is application context IOC container. And we are still asking which is better container, right? The better container is always application context container. Everyone got my point, guys? Okay, boss. Yes. Now tell me how to create application context container. To create application context container, create object for one of the Spring API supplied Java class that implements application context interface directly or indirectly. Based on the interface names, these container names are decided, Rabo. Sir, I'm having one problem, sir. You are taking interface name, but you are saying create object for, with that interface name only you are creating object. Super. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. If any object name is called with interface name, that is not the object of interface. That is the object of a class that implements the interface. That is the object of a class that implements the interface. Pronunciation wise, we pronounce with interface name, but it's really not the object of interface. It is the object of a class that implements the interface. Clear, my dear? Understanding my statement, my dear? Come on. Super. One more thing. In CoreJava also we did it, Rababu. Serializable object. Serializable is an interface, Rababu. What do you mean by serializable object? It is the object of a class that implements serializable interface. Clonable object. It is the object of a class that implements what? Clonable interface. Runnable object, nothing but thread. Thread is called runnable object, right? It is the object of a class that implements runnable interface, right now, boss? Next one, boss. You look at collections, list object. It is the object of a class that implements list interface, java.util.list interface. Nothing but maybe array list class object or linked list class object. Similarly, map object. It is the object of a class that implements map interface. Maybe it is the object of what is that, hash map or hash table. I hope you got it. Because interface will be the common name for multiple implementation classes. That's why instead of calling object with individual class names, they call with interface name. Does it mean object is created for interface, guys? If anyone knows JDBC, in JDBC we use this like anything. Connection object in JDBC. Connection is an interface, Rababu. Is it the object of connection interface or is it the object of a class that implements connection interface? Class that implements connection interface. Statement object. Is it the object of statement interface or object of a class that implements statement interface? It is the object of a class that implements statement interface. Enjoyed, my dear? Convinced, my dear? So that's why, sir, You are creating object for implementation classes. But you are taking object name as interface name. Always remember this. Interface name is used means, okay, it is not the object of interface. It is the object of a class that implements interface. Instead of calling with individual, instead of calling with what? Individual implementation class names as the object name, they are calling with common interface name. I'll take one real life example, you will get the idea. You will get the idea. In this batch, nearly 300 plus students are there. 300 plus students are there. Can I take all people names while calling each person? Can I refer each person name? Can I remember and call each person name? No. So I will call all you people with most common name or not? My dear students. When I say my dear student, please respond. So everyone will respond or not? Is it your original name or common name? Common name. It does not mean your name is my dear student, right? Your name is my dear student. No, na? Everyone is having their own names. But I can call all you people with most common name or not. That is what, my dear student. Everyone understanding? Same thing, Ramabu. Okay, guys. To create object to create application context IOC container. Create object for one of the Spring API supplied predefined class that implements. Okay, guys. That implements. What is the one I should write, guys? Application context docs. Application context doc. No, package always not same, my dear. Sorry. Package is not same. Maybe initial words are same. If it is the case in core Java, every package name starts with Java. But can we say all packages are same? Atul Kumar, can you think 1-2 minutes before writing your query that implements org.springframework.context.application context interface? Okay, guys. Listen, here are the implementation classes. Here also lot of implementation classes are there or not? Yes. Yeah, all known implementation classes, but important classes are what you know. XML web application context is one important one. Annotation config web application context is one important one. Class path XML application context is one important one. File system XML application context is another one. So these are the quite regularly used what implementation classes. Are you understanding my statement, boss? The important implementation classes are the important implementation classes are Okay, guys. Mr. Nitish Oja, we create application context container by using these implementation classes only, na boss? Yes or no, na? Okay. How to create in different ways, we'll see later. Let me list out what are the important classes, right? Number 1, class path is number 2. We can use one of them. It's not compulsory you should use all of them. We can use one of them to create the application context container. Yeah, everyone please collect the backup videos. Okay, guys. Next. What's the next one? Annotation config application context. And just remember the class name. Don't worry about the package names, please. Don't worry about the package names. The important implementation classes are this, guys. Important implementation classes are this. So then how can you say application context container is extension of Bean Factory container? Or you don't believe application context interface directly or indirectly extends from Bean Factory interface. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on, come on. Directly or indirectly implements what? Bean Factory interface. Sir, Mr. Devendra Kumar, you are confused. Here what I have given is here what I have given is application context container. Application context container is the extension of Bean Factory container. That means application context interface directly or indirectly extending from what? Bean Factory interface. Is that clear, my dear? Getting my point? Okay, guys. So if you feel this name is in both places, leave it. Okay, we just work with these two things. We just deal with these three things. Clear, my dear? Okay. Now let's not worry about this one. We'll keep that one only for. Okay, I have given something wrong. XML Bean Factory. 1 minute. XML Bean Factory. I think 1 minute. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I think in 6.0 version, uh, 6.0 version, they have changed the names little bit, guys. Okay. XML Bean Factory. It is not this one, boss. Okay, give me 2 minutes. I think in 6.0 version, they have changed a little bit. This is application context container, no doubt in that. So let's keep that one in here only. Let's keep that one here only. But when it comes to Bean Factory, guys, in 6.0, so this class, you leave it. You will just work with only one class, guys. In 6.0 version, there was another class starting with XML. That class name is not there. We have only one option. What is that? We have only one option, that is default listable Bean Factory. Clear, my dear? Okay, now no confusion. We have only one option, that is what? Default listable Bean Factory. Yeah. To create application context, we have a lot of options. Everyone understanding? Okay. Now I'll give one small note. Okay. Up to Spring 5.x. Up to Spring 5.x. Understanding my statement? Okay. We used to have one more class called one minute. Acha, it's 1 minute. Let me search for it before going for it. Let me search for it, whether it is removed or we are not able to see that. XML Bean Factory. Wait a minute. I'll give clarity. I'll give clarity to you people. Yes, XML Bean Factory is there. XML Bean Factory. XML Bean Factory. But it is in old version. Check it out. It is not in latest version, guys. It is not in 6.x version. Are you observing it? Are we observing it, guys? Come on. It's not in latest version. This is 6.x version documentation. It's coming, but it's coming in other versions, right? XML Bean Factory in Spring 6.x. Latest version of Spring is 6.x. Okay, guys. See, Spring's XML Bean Factory is deprecated. Are you understanding my statement? In 6.x, we are missing that. Are you observing that? Okay, you look at Bean Factory docs. Bean Factory docs in 6.0.7, right? In this list, is there any XML Bean Factory name, guys? In this entire list, is there any XML Bean Factory name? XML Bean Factory. Not there. Okay, that means they have removed from 6.x, guys. Earlier they have deprecated, later they have removed. Earlier they have deprecated, later they have removed. Understanding my point? Okay. But in other versions, I have shown it now, boss. In old versions, I have shown it, right now, boss? Okay. Yeah, what is this? Deprecated means marked for removal. One fine day, they will remove, boss. First, they deprecate. That means not good. One or other day, they are planning to remove. Okay, one fine day, they will remove. In one certain version release, they will remove that class. Deprecated methods, deprecated classes. Come on. Up to Spring 5.x, we used to have XML Bean Factory class implementing Bean Factory interface. Now that is removed. That is removed from Spring. That is removed from Spring 6.x. Okay, now confusion gone, guys. Everything is clear. To create Bean Factory container in Spring 6.x, how many classes are there which are popularly used? Only one class. What is that? Default listable Bean Factory. Okay, but to create application context container, what are the important classes we can use? Total 4 classes are there. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. Sample code to create application context container. Sample code to create application context container. Tell me, in any Java application, guys, in any Java application, okay, just create object for the class. That's it. Yeah, first time in future I'll use other important classes. Let me start with this. File system XML application context CTX is equal to new file system XML application context. Now listen, guys. Here we have to pass the name and location of Spring Bean configuration file. I'm putting ... application context .xml. This is a Spring Bean configuration file, guys. Okay, using this XML file, we are going to give inputs and instructions to IOC container. What classes should be taken as Spring Beans? What is the target class? What is the dependent class? How you want to inject a dependent class object to target class object, using setter injection, using constructor injection, using some other injection. Those details you can specify here or not. Those details you can specify here. Are you getting my point? Okay. This is the name and location of Spring Bean configuration file. Any file name .xml can be taken as Spring Bean configuration file, but the recommended name is application context.xml. Why, sir? By seeing web.xml, we are able to feel servlet is involved. Yes or no? Similarly, by seeing the name application context.xml, okay, we are able to feel this project is having Spring setup. That's why it is recommended to follow application context.xml. Not mandatory to pass same name, guys. Any file name .xml can be taken as what? Spring Bean configuration file. Understanding my point? The name and location of the Spring Bean configuration file. Super. Okay. Spring Bean configuration file. Yeah, first point. Any file name .xml. Any file name .xml can be taken as Spring Bean configuration file. But the standard or recommended name is application context.x. Comfortable, my dear? But the standard or recommended name is application context.x. Super. Next. Using this file, we can give inputs and instructions to the IOC container that is being created. What kind of inputs and instructions I can give, guys? Configuring Java classes as Spring Beans, right? Okay, guys. Configuring Java classes are Spring Beans. Specifying the mode of injection. Mode of injection. Okay. Mode of dependency injection, Rababu. Injections. Spring Bean life cycle configurations. Spring Bean life cycle configurations and etc. All inputs will be given like this, na boss? Okay. I'll ask one small question. Those who know servlets little bit, how you give instruction to servlet container in web application using web.xml, na boss? Come on. Using web.xml. Similarly, in lots of people think that, sir, I don't know anything in XML. How can I write this? Array, don't worry. You know HTML, na? At least you are aware of there is a tags in HTML. We can learn just like that. We can use just like that. First time you are eating ice cream, will you ever say to anyone, I don't know how to eat this ice cream? No, na? First time. First time you are eating your biryani, will you ever say, I don't know how to eat biryani? No, na? Same thing. Same thing here. We learn dynamically, we use dynamically, we enjoy dynamically. So first accept it. We have to give inputs in the form of XML statements. Are you getting my point there, guys? Configuration of configuration of Java classes as Spring Bean, specifying the mode of injection, Spring Bean lifecycle related configuration, and etc. was okay. Note. In Java web application development, the instructions to servlet container or JSP container will be given using what, guys? JSP container will be given using web.xml file, right? Okay, guys. In Spring applications, the instructions to IOC container will be given using, every word will be explained, don't worry. Using what, guys? Spring Bean configuration file. Agree with me, my dear? Super. Okay, guys. One more note, guys. What do you mean by configuration? You are using the word configuration. There are small terminologies makes big difference, Babu. Okay. In your interview room, you are using the term data. Someone asked what is data. Can you answer it? You'll be locked or not. You know, but you cannot express. You can feel it, but you cannot express. Yes. Yeah, data means a meaningful information, nothing else. A meaningful information is called data. Meaningless information is not called data. But that won't strike me to our brain automatically, boss. All of a sudden, it won't strike. So that's why these basic terminologies are very dangerous. That's the reason I have explained what is language, what is technology, what is framework. Every day we work with languages, every day we work with technologies, every day we deal with what? Frameworks. But if someone asks what is framework, we become silent, right? To avoid such problems only, I started my subject from 0%. Especially fresher 1+ people, be careful. Sometimes interviewer play with your what? Basic terminologies meaning. Got it, my dear? Super. What do you mean by configuration? Very simple, Ram. Passing some information to underlying container or server or framework. Okay, about our Java code. About our Java code is called configuration of code. Is called configuration. Understanding? See, boss, in web.xml, we pass information about Java class that you want to see as a servlet. Hey, come on, my dear. What is the class? What is the package name? All these details we are going to use. Understanding my statement? Rajesh, initial 2-3 classes I discussed about what is framework, what is language, what is technology. Please watch those videos. Please watch those videos. Am I loud and clear, guys? Am I audible? Am I audible? Shravani, still discussion is not over, my boss. Okay, Prince Gupta, problem is your side. Can you check your network bandwidth? Super. Everyone, please come back. Configuration is the process of giving information about Java code to underlying server or container or framework, either using XML instructions or using annotation instructions or using Java code, Java statement. Sometimes we do this configuration through Java statements itself, boss. Sometimes Are you understanding my statement, guys? Yeah. The process of giving the process of giving inputs or instructions to the underlying server or container or framework mm, about our Java code. Java code means classes, interfaces, and etc. Using XML file or annotations or Java statements. Java statements is called configuration. Everyone understanding my statement was? Okay. We configure Java class as servlet component using web.xml entries. Okay. Giving instructions to who, guys? Instructions to who? Servlet container. We are asking servlet container. You may think that it is a normal class. Hey, it's not normal class. Take it as a servlet. Take it as a servlet. Understanding my statement? We configure Java class as Spring Bean using, tell me guys, Spring Bean configuration file or annotations. Spring Bean configuration file or annotation. When I say Spring Bean configuration file, what is that file, guys? XML, right? XML, nothing but application context.xml. This is nothing but giving instructions to whom, guys? IOC container. What containers, guys? IOC container. I hope you understood everything. Very easy, Rabab. Even though we talked this much, what is the line we are going to use in future in our coding? You know, only this line. Remaining all our decoration statement. In future, whenever I want to create IOC container, I'm going to write this line. In that one, I will be specifying the name and location of Spring Bean configuration. Because while creating project, okay, in one or other location, we keep this application context.xml. Yes, that name and location we are going. If you know this line, your today's task is done. Are you understanding my statement? File system, XML application, context. Oh, mistake happened. Typing mistake happened, guys. No problem. I'll correct it. Done. Here also, file system, XML application, context. Yeah, I didn't type the lengthy class name. I have missed it. One word is missed. Now I clear was. This is the one statement that is required for us. Easy na, boss? How you are creating date class object, how you are creating any other class object. You create that object, you are right. Super, boss. Okay, boss. Now listen carefully. Yeah, no, this is very important. Different ways of developing Spring applications. Different ways of developing Spring application. Yeah. Number one, using XML driven configurations. What do you mean by XML driven configuration? Driven means using XML inputs will be given. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Using XML driven configurations. Okay, that means the instructions to IOC container will be given only using XML file. Got it, my dear? We using annotation driven configuration. Using annotation driven configuration. The instructions to IOC container will be given using XML files. Okay. Using 1 minute. Only annotations not possible. XML plus annotation driven configuration. The instructions to IOC container will be given using annotations and XML file. Whatever things are possible through annotation, we give through annotation. Some things are not possible through annotation, guys. For there we have to use what? XML. There we have to use what? XML. Understanding my statement, boss? Okay. The instructions to IOC container. Okay. The instructions to IOC container. The instructions to IOC container will be given using XML file annotations plus XML. Clear, my dear? Using annotations plus XML file. Super. Next, guys, using 100% code-driven configuration. Okay. Java config approach was. Java config approach was. Yeah, this is also called Java config approach. 100% code-driven configurations. Yeah, the instructions to IOC container will be given using annotations plus Java statements. No XML, boss. No XML. Are you listening my statement? Annotations plus Java statements. No XML at all. No XML at all. Are you listening my statement? No XML configuration. Because XML is losing its popularity day to day. No XML configurations. Got it? Okay, guys. Last one. Oh, remember, this is going to be okay, guys. Next one. Using Spring Boot, guys. Okay. Using Spring Boot driven configurations. Okay. Using Spring Boot driven configurations. Now tell me, the instructions to IOC container will be given purely annotation plus Java statements plus YML file. Here properties file also comes into picture, boss. What, guys? Properties file also comes into picture. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. The instructions to IOC container will be given using what are those? Annotations plus Java statements plus properties file. Properties file plus YML file. YML file, and many other options are. Many other options are there. You know what is best in the market right now, guys? This is number one. And markup language. Ain't markup language. Are you understanding my statement? Ain't markup language. Alternate to properties file. Okay, here also no XML. Are you noticing it, guys? No XML configuration. Last two approaches are dead against of XML loss. No XML configurations. Did you observe this? This is number one. All recent projects are happening in Spring Boot style. But old projects are there in this style, boss. This is number two. Old projects in the market, maintenance projects in the market are there in Spring style, the two XML plus annotation configuration. Okay, number one, number three are old, outdated, boss. Actually, number three, number C should do well, but all of a sudden Spring Boot has come with the same promises. All of a sudden Spring Boot has come with the same promises. Understanding? Okay, guys. Everyone understanding, guys? Yeah. Sir, pom.xml is related to event tool. Is nowhere related to Spring. Okay. There are multiple. Yet another markup language. Yet another markup language. Okay, guys. Or ain't. Ain't markup language. Ain't markup language. Understanding? Alternate to properties. In what way it is alternate to property file? Wait for a few days. I will explain technically. For the time being, you remember alternate to properties. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Okay. All new projects are there in Spring Boot. In this course also, main focus is on Spring Boot. Only maintenance projects are there in XML plus annotation driven configuration. So that's why initially we start developing core module application using XML plus annotation driven configuration. After that, we will move to Spring Boot. I hope you got the clarity, boss. By keeping maintenance projects in mind, we are going to see this. By keeping new projects in mind, we are going to see this. But our main focus will be on Spring Boot configurations. We are learning this one for two reasons. XML plus annotation driven configuration. Number one reason, for the sake of it, because entire 30 to 40% of entry on Spring and Spring Boot is on what core module. Okay, that's the reason. Number two, in companies, some maintenance projects are still there in running in Spring. That too by using XML plus annotation driven configuration. If we get the chance to work with those maintenance projects, you should understand what is there in those code. To understand it, we should understand that approach. That's why we are going to spend some time there. Got the clarity, my dear? Okay, guys. Here we are not learning XML, we are going to use XML. Prince Gupta. Okay. Yeah, Prince Gupta is confirming my statement. Other day I said, na, initially UPA people made Indians habituating with UPA services. Now, once everything is ready, now they said we are going to charge money. Prince Gupta is confirming that news. Check it out. Only for 2001 rupee they are charging us. Super then. Okay. All latest projects are happening happening using Spring Boot configurations. All maintenance projects are there. Maintenance projects are there in XML plus annotation driven configurations of Spring. Okay, guys. I hope you're understanding. All latest projects are happening using Spring Boot configuration. All maintenance projects are happening in what? XML plus annotation driven configuration of Spring Boot. Okay, by the time we come to Spring Boot, XML is totally eliminated or not? Actually, they started doing it 100% code driven configuration itself. But in Spring Boot, that is doubled and tripled. That is doubled and tripled. More facilities are given to avoid the XML. Okay, if you don't learn XML also not an issue. But by keeping interview process in mind, maintenance process in mind, we are going to develop few applications by using what? XML plus annotation driven config. Everyone got the clarity, my dear? Today's strength is less because of festival effect. Huh? Okay, let it be. No problem. So can I ask a few questions? Which container is advanced container? Which container is basic container in Spring environment? Application context. Can you tell me one extra feature that application context container is having? At least one extra feature that application context container is having. Internationalization. Super. I have given two features. Can you tell me one more feature? Support for annotation based instructions, Ram. Support for annotation based instructions, right now, boss? Okay. Application context interface is the subinterface of Bean Factory interface. Application context interface is the subinterface of Bean Factory interface. Okay. Okay, let me prove that, guys. Let me prove that. Okay, here, let me go to this place. Bean Factory docs. Right. I will go to application context docs. Application context docs, guys. Yes. This is application context interface. Is it directly implementing? Is it directly implementing, extending from Bean Factory interface? No. See, guys, public interface application context. It is coming from listable Bean Factory interface. That listable Bean Factory is extending from Bean Factory interface now, boss. That listable Bean Factory is extending from Bean Factory interface now, boss. So indirectly it is doing that job or not? Indirectly it is doing that job or not? Super. Okay, this is the first one. Here is my interface. Here is the interface. Next, what is next one? Listable Bean Factory. Listable Bean Factory is the one more interface. Next, Lastly, what is there? Bean factory interface. Copy this. Hey, just package names are lengthy. Don't worry about it. Super. This is the hierarchy. This is the hierarchy. Yeah. What's the relationship between the three interfaces? Interface, interface, interface. What's the relationship? Extents. So now you got idea why application context container is having all the features of Bean Factory container. Why? Because the class that the class that is used to create application context container implements what? Application context interface. That interface is indirectly what? Implement extending from Bean Factory interface. So that application context container can enjoy both features or not. Bean Factory container feature and application context container feature. Got it? You understood the point, guys? Okay, tell me, guys, in how many approaches we can develop the Spring applications as on today? 4 approaches. What is the latest approach in the market? Using Spring Boot. In Spring Boot, are we going to give XML plus, are you going to give XML instructions? Spring Boot is latest. Are we going to give XML instructions? No. How the instructions will be given to Spring Boot application? Java code plus annotations plus YML plus properties. Right now, boss? Okay. All maintenance projects are there in which style? All maintenance projects are developed using which style? XML plus annotations. Right now, boss? XML plus annotations. Clear? Enjoyed my statements, boss? Okay. Srikanth sir, you can speak for 5 minutes. Everyone, please listen, guys. The admin person of this batch wants to speak with you people. Srikanth sir, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please, my dear student, please listen to admin of the batch.
Yeah, good morning, all. This is Srikanth. I'm a batch admin. Can you hear me? Please respond in the chat box. Yeah, I've shared the demo videos in the chat earlier till yesterday. You can save them. If you're not able to copy, you can send me a message in the WhatsApp. I'll share you, and I'll share you one Google Form link. Those who have not filled, those who have paid the fees and not filled the form, they can fill the form. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow, join with the same link. From Monday, link will be changed. And those who have paid the fees will receive the mail to your registered email ID, the new link, by Saturday evening. Okay? Is that clear?
Yeah, sir, can you share who will fill the form? Students should fill the form.
Sure. Students, sir. Students. Those who have paid the fees have to fill the form. I'll be sharing the link, sir.
Yeah. It's a normal, simple Google form.
Yeah.
Sir will share the link and students should fill the details. That's it.
Those who have paid the fees, after they have to fill the form. So that the mail ID which you have given, you will be receiving the new link to that registered mail ID by Saturday evening, 7:30 p.m. Okay.
All people will get the new meeting ID at once. Don't think that today you have paid fee means today only you should get the new meeting ID. No. All people, those who paid earlier, those are paying today, those are paying tomorrow. For all people, new meeting ID will come on Saturday itself.
Okay. Those have already filled the those who have already filled the form, no need to fill again. Already I have shared the QR code previously to a lot of students, those who have paid. So now I'm sharing you the link. So you save the link and you can fill the form after making the payment. What all necessary, these things, what we call it here, details are required, you fill that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Srikanth sir, please share the links once again. Demo,
Oh,
backup video. Backup
Sure.
video links.
Sure, sir. I'm sharing.
Yes, boss. Okay, tomorrow onwards, we are going to see how to develop our Spring applications using XML plus annotation driven configuration. So don't dare to miss tomorrow's class at any cost. We have only 8 videos. I think including yesterday, it should be 9th one. Na? Okay. In Bean Factory also, I can see Mr. Monopatro. From subclass, we can use superclass properties. Can we use subclass properties in superclass? Mr. Somashankar Manopatro, it's not possible. Then why are you expecting? Please. See, in application context, we can enjoy Bean Factory services. In Bean Factory, can we enjoy application context services, guys? Okay, guys. Vibhu, once you entered into Spring Boot MVC, you can start going for interviews. Right. And when you do typecasting indirectly, you are talking about application context only, na boss? Okay. Child inherits from parent, but parent never inherits from child. Okay, guys. Right, I have given 9 videos, guys. All right. If YML file is alternate for property file, then we can avoid property file in project. Yes, if you can avoid or you can use together also. It's up to you. Okay, guys. Are you understanding my statement? And once you get into the subject, I will give assignments, I will give FAQs, a lot of things will happen, boss. Okay, guys. How much knowledge of Servlet JSP? Basics of Servlet JSP is enough for MVC classes. Interface Bean Factory implemented classes list. Annotation, config, application context. Definitely na Shom Shankar. Definitely na Shom Shankar. Why? Because Bean Factory is indirectly, Bean Factory is the super interface for application context, right? So the classes implementing application context also indirectly implementing Bean Factory. Use your common sense, Som Shankar. Okay, guys. We are going to learn latest Spring version 6.x and the latest Spring Boot version 3.x. Christopher, it's not possible, boss. We cannot change the timings of batch. Even advanced Java batch timings cannot be changed. This batch timings cannot be changed. Okay, guys. Mr. Pradhan, once you place any object reference in J&A registry, by locating J&A registry, we can access that object from any location. J&A registry is such a service which can be located from any location. which can be located from any location. Is that clear? Abdul Haq. Basics of JDBC, basics of Servlet, basics of JSP, immediately not required. Down the line, they are required. Down the line, they are required. Super. Arjit, every interview starts with Core Java, Advanced Java. Then they will move to Spring Framework. Please. How much we should know about JDBC to learn Spring Boot? Okay. Basics of JDBC, like how to establish the connection, statement object, result set object, these things, boss. Can you share today's file in FB? Yes, let me share today's file in Facebook, guys. J&A registry is such a service. By knowing its location, details, and port number, we can locate that software from any location, and we can start accessing object references that are placed inside the J&A registry. That's why whenever you keep any object or object reference in J&A registry, we will get global visibility and accessibility to that, right? Okay. Yeah, right now time slots are not there. Once this time slot is ready, we are planning to start design pattern batch, Hibernate batch, even DevOps batch also. Even DevOps also we are planning. Class content, Spring here, 716 here, Spring Core. Yes, boss. So I don't take Core Java. Okay, in our organization, Harikrishna sir is the best faculty for Core Java. Not only in our organization, in entire India, Harikrishna sir is the best faculty for Core Java. Super. Shiva Vepula, evening slot will be given once you complete Spring Basics. Okay, guys. Prince Gupta, .NET and Java same. Why it is called .NET? But .NET and Java are not same, but both are targeting same area of application development. Okay. DevX is the vendor company, boss. DevX is the vendor company. Sir, what design pattern course covers? Both Java, JTWE design pattern, singleton pattern, factory pattern, okay, front controller, all Java, JTWE design patterns. Okay, guys. What is the advanced Java evening classes? 4 p.m. started now. Anyone can give me evening batch meeting ID? Just a minute. I'll share with you. Microservice design pattern is a separate batch too now. But some minimum design pattern we learn in this course itself. Okay. Thank you, guys. For React.js, Sudhakar Sharma sir is there. For React.js, AngularJS, please contact Sudhakar Sharma sir. Thank you. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow.